I got my first video out of the way. Now I'm on to the second one. Now I can actually start talking about what I love. And that is emergency preparedness. If you haven't watched the first video, or this is your first video, welcome. My name is Janae. I run an emergency preparedness account on Instagram called Prepared Like a Mother. And on there, I just talk everything emergency preparedness. I try and keep it simple. I try to keep it as fun as talking about emergencies can be. And I try to just make it not seem so overwhelming. Today, what I wanted to talk about is what everybody, if you follow a lot of preppers, especially female preppers, they always talk about getting your house in order. And I want to talk about what that means. Today I did a post on that, and so it's fresh on my mind. But I decided to do a video format of what it means to get your house in order. And I'll explain what it means for me. What it means for me is making sure that we have plenty of food and water, whether that just looks like after school snacks or constant snacks in my house, or that looks like food if there's a supply chain issue, or if an earthquake comes through and no food can be found, or March 2020 hits and there's no toilet paper to be found. I want to make sure that I have all that so we don't have to go without. I also want to make sure that my kids have clothes, and I mean, right, that's obvious. If you have kids, you have to clothe your kids. They can't just be naked. But I want to make sure that they have weather appropriate clothes. I want to make sure that if it's winter, we have plenty of hats and beanies and gloves and hand warmers and ways to stay warm, because I don't have a wood burning stove. One day I hope to have one, but for right now, I don't. So if we lose power, we lose heat, and it's something that stresses me out. And so I am constantly trying to think of ways to stay warm, and maybe I'll do a video on that later on down the road. I do have a post on that on Instagram if that interests you. But preparing physically for my family looks like just making sure our needs are met every single day. That despite what happens, that we're going to be okay and that we're not going to go without. Making sure my house is in order also looks like our spiritual and emotional needs. And for me and my family, that looks for us like going to church. It looks like reading scriptures. It looks like saying prayers. And it looks like what is the word that I'm trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. But our spiritual needs is making sure that God comes first in our home, and that my kids know that they can always pray and get answers from our Heavenly Father, and that with Him, everything will be okay. That's what it looks like to meet the spiritual needs in my family. Meeting the emotional needs and the mental needs of my kids is making sure that they know that our house is a safe haven, making sure that they know that they are safe and that they are loved and that they are welcome, and that their friends are safe and loved and welcome. That to me is what getting my house in order looks like. I would love to know in the comments what getting your house in order looks like for you and your family. If you could share, I would appreciate it. And if you can like and subscribe, that would be amazing. My goal is to just reach as many people as I can and help people get prepared in this very scary and uncertain time in our lives. So thank you for being here. Again, you can find me on Instagram at Prepared Like a Mother. Thank you.